Welcome to Janssen Research and Development in San Diego, California, one of the Janssen pharmaceutical companies of Johnson & Johnson. We have a state-of-the-art facility housing employees on their journey to develop new medication for patients' unmet needs. The Johnson & Johnson Credo serves as the foundation for our company, including our commitments with our customers and neighbors, our employees, business partners like you, and our stockholders. The purpose of this video is to inform contractors of the environmental, health, safety, and sustainability policies on site. The following topics will be addressed: arrival process, emergency procedures, safety guidelines, environmental guidelines, and important contact information. We are located at 3210 Merrifield Row in San Diego, California. When driving on site, please adhere to the speed limit and stop signs. Parking is available in designated areas. Upon entering the building, check in at the security desk in the lobby, where you will be given a visitor badge for the day. In the lobby is a copy of our environmental, health, safety, and sustainability policy. It is our commitment to you to provide and maintain a safe and healthy workplace. Visitor badges must be worn at all times while on site and returned at the end of the day. If you require access to areas that you cannot access, please ask security for approval. While on site, please maintain professional conduct at all times. Janssen is a tobacco-free campus, including the parking lots. Appropriate clothing must be worn at all times while on site. Please contact security if you will be required to work after hours. Emergency procedures. If you have a medical or operational emergency on site, dial extension 2020 from any on-site phone, or 858-450-2020 from your personal phone. This number can also be found on visitor badges. Take a moment to enter the number into your cell phone. Our first aid team, site nurse, and security team will assist you and provide professional management and care for injuries and illnesses that occur on site, and first aid and medical emergency response as needed. Please note that we want a culture of trust here at Janssen, and reporting safety incidents is very important. There are no repercussions for reporting. In the event of a fire, alert others in the area, and activate the fire alarm using pull boxes located along exit routes and doors. If there is an earthquake, stop, drop, and cover yourself. You must meet in the front parking lot and check in at staging area number 1. Look for the red flag with the number 1. Do not leave the site. Check in with the security person taking account of contractor personnel. Safety guidelines. Janssen places a high priority on the health and safety of all employees and contractors. Any employee or contractor is empowered to stop any job at any time if you observe unsafe acts or conditions. Prior to the start of any job on site, a job hazard analysis or JHA and the site's permit to work form must be completed. Hazards associated with certain tasks should be identified on the permit to work and the JHA, and all of the hazards associated with the project must be addressed on these forms. Your sponsor will assist you with the site's permit to work forms. Proper personal protection equipment, or PPE, plays an essential role in ensuring your safety while on site. ANSI-approved eye protection is always required when in any laboratory, mechanical space, or conducting work in which there is a potential eye hazard. Safety glasses are located at the entrances to most of the laboratories and mechanical spaces. Please note that prescription glasses do not count as eye safety protection. Lab coats can be obtained from the lab coat room and must be fully buttoned. Safety data sheets are necessary for the protection of all employees working on site. An SDS sheet must be provided for all hazardous material that you bring onto the site. All chemical waste must be labeled properly. Clearly identified safety signs are used to notify you of potential hazards in an area, special information about the area, and PPE required. Common signs and symbols include caution, radioactive material signs, universal biohazard symbols, National Fire Protection Association diamonds, and special instruction and informational signs. All tools and equipment, including PPE brought on site, must be in good condition and meet regulatory requirements if applicable. Please note that only cutters or safety blades with self-retracting blades are allowed on site. When working on a ladder, you must inspect it before every use and maintain 3 points of contact with the ladder at all times. Do not use the top rung or straddle the ladder. A working at heights permit is required for work above 6 feet on ladders, and roof work requires a permit to access. Environmental guidelines. Our site is ISO 14001 certified, which means that everyone who works at our facility must comply with the requirements of our environmental management program. You should always be current on your training requirements and know how your job may affect safety and the environment. Please take responsibility for your chemicals and avoid the common environmental violations, such as missing labels on waste containers and leaving waste containers open or without secondary containment. It is everyone's responsibility to keep the site clean and follow all waste policies. If you do not know where to dispose of something properly, ask. No wastes of any kind may leave the site without EHS&S authorization. Hazardous wastes are handled and managed by waste technicians. Anything that comes into contact with hazardous wastes is now hazardous waste. Contact EHS&S if you have items that need to be reviewed prior to disposal. Only stormwater or rainwater can be discharged to our storm drains. No other liquid disposal, including even water from a hose. Storm drains are managed by EHS&S, and no contractor may operate or open any storm drain. Sewer discharges are also regulated and have specific restrictions. Summary. Here are some key points to remember. Contact security for any emergency by dialing extension 2020 or calling 858-450-2020. Remember that JRD is a tobacco-free facility. As a contractor, appropriate PPE must be worn at all times while performing work. Be aware of your surroundings and emergency egress paths, information signs that are posted, and others working in your area. All containers must be labeled and must be kept closed when not in use. Hazardous waste is handled by waste technicians only, and no waste leaves the site. It is your responsibility to help us keep the site clean. Always conduct yourself in a professional manner. Remember, you are empowered to stop any job for any reason if you don't think it is safe, even if that job is someone else's. Please take note of these important contact numbers. If you have any questions, please contact security or EHS&S. Thank you, and stay safe.